Hello, everybody. Hope everybody is having a good day. We're going to let some people get in. We have a very, a very interesting day of fast news. Not a lot of fast news. There's two more stories I wish I could have gotten to, but um, I just couldn't get the research in on those stories in time to have enough to go off of. But I will say this: our first story is amazingly entertaining because it was the story that just kept on giving. I also repositioned my camera. I hope it works better for you guys. That's something I have to work on, is repositioning the camera and all that. We have a couple other pieces of technology that, like the teleprompter, all that will make all this way easier and way better. I hope everybody's having a good day. Let's just get right into it. This is exciting. All right. So, like I said, the first story was the story that kept on giving. I woke up to this news that an orgy in Brussels got right. So let's just do the story. So, police in Brussels have raided a lockdown orgy in the basement from what I understand to be a gay bar containing 25 people, including several diplomats and a member of the European Parliament, according to reports from people that were there. One of the people there was Joseph Cesar. He attempted to flee out of a window but was spotted on the gutter by police. Cesar played a big role in the crackdown of LGBTQ rights in Hungary under Prime Minister Viktor Orban. Cesar, who fronted the group to rewrite Hungary's constitution to protect the institution of marriage as a union between a man and a woman, has resigned from his position. The orgy in the capital of Belgium took place on Friday in the bar on Rue de Paris, according to a local news outlet. All of the attendees, most of whom were naked men, were fined for violating the coronavirus measures. So, like I said, it was the story that kept on giving. We find out that there was this orgy that got busted that contained 25 people, and there was diplomats there. And then we find out one of the diplomats there played such a big role in just undermining gay rights in Hungary. Absolutely just bonkers, weird story, and it was very weird. We'll touch back on that. So Attorney General Will Barr said today that the Justice Department found no evidence of widespread voter fraud. That, of course, that would alter the outcome of the 2020 election. These comments, of course, directly contradict Donald Trump, who has preached since the day after the election that there has been widespread voter fraud and the election was being stolen. So, Bill Barr has finally opened his mouth on that, saying that there's not nearly enough evidence to assume voter fraud played any role in this election. And honestly, good for Bill Barr for finally speaking up. A number of Republicans have already spoken up. Bill Barr, of course, the head of the DOJ, so that was very important for him to finally say something. So now we get into the next story. All right, let's get a drink of water first, because the NYPD have fired 2 police officers who were arrested in 2 separate incidents. All right. One of them was charged with beating up their girlfriend. The other one was accused of stealing while on duty. A police spokesman confirmed that Detective Samuel Levave and Officer Jason Holloway were both dismissed from the New York Police Department. Police say both were dismissed in late October. Officer Jason Holloway, who was 40, was drunk when he stormed into Chantel Bonner's home in Marlborough House in the Gravesend about 2 a.m., police said. So let me just say, me and this woman have no relation, just so you guys know. Where does our relationship stand? Holloway asked, it said in the police report. We need to go to counseling, replied Bonner, who was 37. After her response, Holloway responded in anger. Bonner fled to the bathroom, where Holloway attacked the door and ripped it from its hinges. The door and Holloway then fell on Bonner, where she hit her head, police records show. Holloway or I'm sorry, Chantel Bonner is also a corrections officer. Holloway is was also the 88th precinct delegate for the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, and he fled the city after this. Officers with the Regional Fugitive Task Force tracked him down in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, and was brought back. And then he was brought back to the city. Now, this incident was in 2018. All right, Detective Samuel LaLave, who is the other officer fired, he is 53 years old and was issued a desk appearance ticket following his arrest in Bushwick, Brooklyn, for petty larceny. He is a 32-year veteran of the force. However, there is no more information available on this case because it is part of an ongoing investigation. All right. Tom Zawadzki, a leader in Ohio's Tea Party, had taken out a full-page ad in the Washington Times. All right. I don't know if any of you guys seen this. This was just crazy. The ad calls for Donald Trump to suspend the Constitution temporarily and declare martial law, to have a revote in the country where everyone shows their IDs and it's all done on paper ballots. This is not a joke. This is what this guy wants. Zawadzki cites many of the unfounded claims of voter fraud that Trump has used in the weeks following the election. The ad is also collecting donations to start a statewide radio network, guys. Like, it's everywhere. Yeah, we'll touch back on that first story. We'll read this. I never usually read first stories again, but I see there's like at least one person on YouTube. All right, so that wants it. So we'll redo this first story because this is a good one. Police in Brussels have raided a lockdown orgy in the basement from what I understand to be a gay bar containing 25 people, including several diplomats and a member of European Parliament, according to reports from people that were there. One of the people that was there was Joseph Salzar, who attempted to flee out of a window, but was spotted on the gutter by police. Now, why do I single this guy out? Salzar played a huge role in the crackdown of LGBTQ rights in Hungary under Prime Minister Viktor Orban. All right? He fronted a group that played a part in rewriting Hungary's constitution to protect the institution of marriage as a union between a man and a woman. Now, given no surprise to anybody here, he has resigned from his position. The orgy in the capital of Belgium took place on Friday at the bar Ruse de Paris, according to local news. All of the attendees, most of whom were naked men, 25 naked men, including Joseph Salzar to be exact, who were all fined for violating coronavirus measures. Now, all right, I mean, I guess it makes sense. If you can't go into a store without a mask, it makes some sense why an orgy would be against coronavirus measures. But guys, it was the story that kept on giving. The fact that this guy in particular was one of the people busted. Oh man, I don't understand it. Why is it people that are always the most outspoken against gay people that are caught up in this kind of thing? It's never made any sense to me. Like, just be you, man. It's okay. Just be you. No, like, I don't get it. But anyways, guys, that is the news for today. I have a couple of things I want to look into for tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow. I love all of you. You guys have a great